Alrighty guys, welcome back. It's time for some Super GT today. So these have both been out for a while now. I've just been slacking. But we have this Honda NSX GT Type S, the GT500 car. This is the Red Bull version. This is from 2022 series. And then we also have this. This is part of the Tsugio Matsuda collection. This is the second release in it. I think the first release was exclusive to Tokyo Auto Salon or something like that. So I guess I'm not collecting all of these since they've done exclusives. But yeah, Nissan GTR Nismo number 23, Motul Autech GTR 2021, and it's got the figure, it's got the little sign, so definitely pretty cool. And I also did pull out these two so that we could compare a little bit. So this is actually, I think this is the same exact car as this right here. This is number 595. This one was released a while ago. In fact, I think this is one of the first Super GT cars that Mini GT released, if I'm remembering correctly. But we'll kind of see how it compares, see if there's any differences. But we did also get another one of those Honda NSX GTs. This one was number 800. This one's actually in the display case back here. Oh my gosh. Okay. And this one was exclusive to an event. So this was from the Red Bull show run in Taiwan last year. So this one was an event exclusive, which is kind of lame, but also these are the kind of event models that I like, where it's like actually kind of unique and cool, not just chrome. So I was actually very happy to pick this one up. They released 3 models at that event, and this was the only one that I picked up because I like to collect all the Super GT stuff. But anyway, so there's those two. And here's these two. Oh yeah, I also did get this Sparky set in the mail, so we'll have to look at that at some point as well. But let's go ahead and crack into these. Let's do the NSX first. Yeah, I love Super GT. It's always a fun video when we look at Super GT. This one's really dusty. It's been sitting in the box next to my desk with all the other diecasts we have yet to review, and it's been in there for a while. I think like a good month or so, maybe even longer. And in fact, it probably has been longer. Anyways, let's get rid of the plastic. This one actually got like all busted up in transit, but that does not matter to me because we open them. All right, so here's the blister. It's got a nice render photo of the car on the packaging. I'm not, yeah, it's always hard to tell if these are real photos. This one almost looks like it is. In fact, I think it probably is a real photo. It even has like the little antennas and stuff on top, so that is cool. And here's the box. This is Mini GT number 848, Honda NSX GT Type S GT500 number 16. Again, 2022 Super GT series. Very cool. There's all licensing on the back. You got Red Bull and Honda licensing, which is great. And then, of course, Super GT. And yeah, so I will say, this one is very similar to the event version that we got. It's just got a few slight differences. So we pretty much have seen this one before, but it's been a while, honestly, since that thing came out. I mean, it was like, I think over a year ago now, or about a year ago. So really nice tire printing on it. You have the Dunlop Dureza printing on it, which I love the yellow tire printing. Obviously, that all comes down to like the tire manufacturer, but I always think yellow tire printing looks really good. So black wheels look really nice too. They are kind of like a gloss color. You've got the silver dot in the center to represent that center lock. And yeah, wheels and tires look really good. I'm sure, as all Mini GTs do, this thing rolls really well. And then yeah, aside from that, the car is just a nice matte black. It's not glossy or metallic or anything, but you've got these really nice Red Bull livery across the whole thing. Got the big Red Bull livery on the side right there with the lettering. And then, of course, some sponsorship decals as well. You've got SSR, some stuff right here as well. Siemens, Dunlop, HRC, some more on the back. NGK. I don't really recognize any more of those. But, yeah, really nice sponsorship logos and whatnot on it. You've got the Honda logo right there as well. And then you also have the Mugen? Never really known how to pronounce it, but you've got the Mugen logo right there, because this is Red Bull Motul Mugen NSX, so kind of like a Honda Mugen team. So really cool. You also get that Mugen logo again on the roof right there. Mirrors are red, they are rubber, but they actually are molded in a way that makes them pretty dang accurate, so that is cool. And then here is the front view. You've got Red Bull, and actually the Red Bull livery on the front actually is, and I don't know if that's a decal. I think it might be. It definitely, actually, no, that might actually be a print. I can't tell. On the yellow circle part, I can't tell if it's a logo or a print or a decal, but you do have the actual little bulls like down in those air channels, as I think they like pad printed it down in there. Maybe it is decal, but either way, it looks really good, and I don't see any like weird pieces sticking up, like peeling off. Not like we've had with these little details right here. In fact, this one is suffering the same thing, where it kind of goes over that channel right there. This one's not as bad as this casting was, but yeah, you can still tell it's a decal, and it kind of overlaps that front vent, and it has potential to start peeling up. So this has been a problem on Super GT stuff for quite a while. Mini GT has to be aware of it by now, but they haven't really done anything to fix it. They honestly just need to tampo print that. I don't know what would be so hard about tampo printing that, but anyways, you have your Honda logo on the front right there, red and silver. It looks good. And then on the front view, you've got some really nice headlight detail. And it looks like behind the lens is silver with a little bit of detail of the headlight housing. So headlights look really good. And of course, this is a GT500 car, so you've got all the crazy aero and kind of like they're kind of like wide body kits with like crazy aero. So obviously, like, the front fenders are way pushed out. You've got all these grills and canards and whatnot on the front. And then going down the side of the car, of course, you have these little air slots right there. I'm curious to know how much downforce these cars create when they're going down the track. I've actually never looked into that. But anyways, you've got Honda and Bosch on the windshield banner with HRC. Looks really good. Windshield wiper is molded and painted, it looks like, which is kind of a nice detail. And yeah, it's really nice. I like this one. I like it a lot. You've got your fuel fillers on the side right there behind the window. You got Motul logos there as well. The back window looks to be just like paneled off, but you got Bosch and then gives you wings. It's part of the Red Bull slogan for those of you that are not familiar. And then on the wing, you have Motul in red. Now, this is probably a decal. They don't typically, well, sometimes they do, but they don't always pad print their wings just because it's kind of harder, I imagine. Like this side part right there, that Mugen part is definitely a decal and not a tampo print, which honestly I think is acceptable. And then on the bottom of the wing, you've got Mugen power again. Super cool. And then here's the back view. Really nice taillights. Of course, that is kind of just the standard NSX taillight. You've got your Honda logo, your Red Bull logo, number 16. You got Dunlop. You've got Mugen down there in that little space. And then HRC and SSR. And then a bunch of like venting back here as well. And oh yeah, the taillights also have the clear red acrylic piece that goes all the way across the back, so that is cool as well. And the bottom is pretty much flat, just with some air channels, and it does tell you what it is. So yeah, very cool. Actually, okay, no, I was gonna say this is 2022 Honda right there, and I was like, wait, isn't this a 2021? No, it's a 2022. But anyways, yeah, this one's really nice. So let's look at the differences between these two. So the one on the right is the one from the Taiwan event, and then the one on the left is obviously the one that we just looked at. And there are, in fact, it might just be one difference, but there is a pretty major difference. It took me a long time to realize it when they put the pre-order announcement out for these, or when they just announced them in general on Mini GT's page. But the regular version right here, this panel that goes up and over the windows right there is black, and on this one it is red. So that is the main difference that I could see. I think everything else as far as the livery is the same. It's the same number car, but yeah, red up here instead of black. And I think the drivers are the same. Yeah, same drivers, so no difference there. I think that is the only difference. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. Front looks the same. Back looks the same. Side looks the same. It's just that red on the top of the roof right there, which is cool. It's a little variation. I can't remember exactly what the difference was between them, or like what they were from. So, okay, so the one with the red on the top, it was from the 2022 series, round 1 at Okayama, and then this one just says 2022 series. So I'm assuming that they kind of just changed the livery a little bit throughout the season, maybe? I don't know, it's kind of weird to me. I don't know why there is a difference. Not really sure. Same car for the same whole season, but something changed and there's red on this one. But anyways, very cool. Let's go ahead and look at the Tsugio Matsuda one, and then we will let you guys go. And yeah, I'm excited for this one. I remember when it got announced, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. You know, it comes with the figure and the plaque and whatnot. But it's not, to me, like, I do obviously care about, like, the figure for this one because it's, like, the driver, and that's kind of cool. But I'm just not the biggest fan of figures in 1/64 scale. You guys know that. But anyways, here's the packaging. Again, number 2 in the Tsugio Matsuda collection. And this is a car I believe we have already gotten. There's all the stuff on the packaging. Nothing too crazy. And then here's the back. Of course, you've got your Super GT licensing and Nissan. And then there's all your information down there. Pretty standard. Special edition square box. And here is the stuff. So, let's set that off to the side. And we will pull all this stuff out. So there's the car. And then there's the figure. And this little sign doesn't want to come out. There it goes. Is that everything? Yep, that's everything. Okay, so how is this supposed to stand on its own? Is it supposed to stand on its own? Does he like kind of like hold the sign up or something? I don't know. Anyways, but here's the car. I want to look at this first because this is what I'm more interested in. This casting was honestly pretty well done by Mini GT. Again, the only problem that we had with it was this little decal down in that vent right there. This one actually looks better, but you can still see there's like right in the corner of the vent on this side, there's like a little bit of peeling right there. And so like if anything gets under that or snags on anything, which obviously if you're careful with your models probably won't happen, but still if anything happens, that's probably coming off, and it just doesn't really look that good. But anyways, this was a really nice casting. Like I said, it is a GT500 car, so of course you have all the crazy aero and whatnot, like super wide fenders, but Mini GT did a good job with it. We got a bunch of different colors of this one. This is just kind of like the quintessential Super GT thing for Nissan, Autech Motul. But it looks good. It's in red, and then you also have some black detail, like some nice, I don't even know what you would call that, where it like fades into the black, like stripes. Looks really cool. Super clean on the back right there as well. You got Michelin printing on the tires. Really nice wheels for these. I don't even know how to describe those. It's kind of like a 6-spoke wheel, but they look really cool. And yeah, number 23, you've got the Michelin logo right there. NGK Nismo. Just a very cool one. And then here's the front view. Headlights are really nice. You've got a little bit of white detailing in there for like a daytime running light. And then, of course, the actual housing underneath there is silver, and it looks pretty good. GTR logo and Nismo on the front right there. Got Motul, Autech, and some other sponsorship logos. Mitsubishi Chemical, interesting. Yeah, looks good. Nissan, Nismo, and Bosch on the windshield banner, along with the place counter. And then there's the roof. It's kind of like a metallic gunmetal with the Nissan, Nismo, Motul, Autech logos on there as well. The back window is like reflective chrome. You can see my face. And yeah, you've got Bosch and what does that say? Black ladder? Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah, it looks really good. Again, rubber mirrors are molded pretty accurately. On the wing, you've got Nissan on the top, and then on the side, what is that? What in the world is that? I don't really know what that is. That's interesting. Nothing on the bottom of the wing, but here's the back view. Taillights on these ones always look really nice. I think they're the same as just like any other GTR, but it seems like they use like a more transparent red color for these. It looks almost pink. And then obviously you have the white actually molded into the red acrylic instead of just putting a silver dot on it. So these taillights actually ended up being a lot better than a lot of the other GTRs that Mini GT made. But you've got your Nissan badge at the back. That is actually a separate piece. It's kind of like reflective in chrome, which is cool. You've got GTR and Nismo, all the goodies on the back. Michelin on the license plate. Morelli as well. And then of course this big like kind of like open rear diffuser back here. And then there's some detail back in there, but it's not anything crazy. But yeah, 2017 Nissan GTR, very cool. Very cool indeed. But I want to see if these are the same, because I think they are. So here's the front view. Obviously the one on the right is the new one that we just opened. One on the left is the old one, the first release. So far on the front, everything looks the same. Headlights are good. I guess one thing I do notice, there is black outline on the new one for the headlights, whereas the old one did not have that. So I guess that is a slight difference. But yeah, same number. I see the same sponsorship logos on the hood right there. Nothing different. Oh, this one does have the number counter on the windshield, and this one does not. There is another difference. This one's a little dusty. The roof looks the same. The rear windshield banner and the logo on it looks the same. Wings look the same. Oh, there is a difference for the wing. So we had this little interesting logo. I don't know what it is. It's kind of small, so I'm not exactly sure. But on the old one, it just said Nissan and Nismo on both sides. So there is a difference there. Side of the wings have a different little thing on them. Names of the drivers should be the same. Yep, Tsugio, Matsuda, and then... Oh, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. Actually, maybe. Quintarelli. Yeah, so same drivers. Side profile looks the same as well. The old one is on the top in this case. And yeah, everything looks the same, I think. Nismo, Michelin's there. All the stuff behind the wheel. Wheels are the same. Wheel printing is the same. What about the back? We'll put the new one on the right. Old one on the left. Yeah, everything looks the same. I don't see any differences back there either. So yeah, just a couple slight things. So the side of the wings, of course, have some different logos, and then the black outlining around the headlights, and then the number counter on the windshield is the only thing I can really see. But a couple nice little changes, I guess. Definitely can't complain. So we'll put that back there. And then obviously here is the figure. Honestly, for being, I think these are diecast as well, right? Yeah. For being little diecast figures, honestly, Mini GT does do a pretty good job at making them really detailed. You can see all the logos and print and whatnot on his jacket. So that is pretty cool. He's got his blue hat. It's actually a Michelin hat. So yeah, that is pretty cool. And I think he kneels down with the sign. And actually, I think this is metal too. Yeah, so this is metal. Motul P1, 23 wins. just like the real life photo, and this is a real life photo. So yeah, I don't know. I'm typically not the best at setting up these figures, but it looks like he kind of holds the top of the sign like that. Oh, you guys can't even see. Okay. Let me move the camera down. So it looks like you kind of kind of hold this vertically and kneel him down and put his hand kind of grips the top of the sign. So you can put him like that and then kind of set the car there as well. So that's actually pretty cool. I don't mind that. Like the stuff like that, I don't mind. But like, I don't know, like the ones they've done with like the Liberty Walk with Mr. Kato, not a big fan of, don't really care that much. This one's pretty cool though. But again, you guys know I just don't really care for figures. I do like it in this sense where it's kind of celebrating like a driver's success. I think that's pretty cool. Like with the Senna collection stuff that's coming, like I think that kind of stuff is neat. But yeah, these figures will probably never see the light of day again. They will live in the packaging. So yeah, anyways, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. Kind of a longer video just because I wanted to go in depth and show off the differences between some similar versions. I like to kind of do that stuff, and I think it gives you guys a better idea of if it's worth picking up or not in some cases, especially like this. Because like if some of you guys already have this number 595, I would almost say that if you don't care about the figure, it's not really worth picking this one up too, because it's the same car from the same series, right? So, and then same with this right here, right? Except obviously one was an event exclusive, so I typically don't recommend buying event exclusives unless you're like a completionist with Super GT like I am. But anyways, you guys will have to let me know what you think down in the comments below. As always, I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.